Well, today is the day. I am officially leaving. Hello, wanderers. Welcome back. I'm Amy Zellmer, and today's the day. Today I am leaving. I'm 3 weeks behind schedule because of the RV repairs, but I'm leaving. I'm doing it. I have a Harvest House reservation.
All right, dear.
Pretty dang level. So as you know, I've been delayed on leaving by 3 weeks because of the dealership. So I still need, I definitely need heat. So I'm getting my propane turned on, and then we'll go inside and bleed the lines and get the heat going. It's about 40-ish, 48 degrees out here, and it's supposed to get down about 40, 39 overnight. So I feel pretty comfortable with that, the last 4 nights at home have been even colder than that. So very comfortable with the heater going in there. And so I'm staying at my very first Harvest House in Decorah, Iowa at Winery Wildberry Winery. And they have a restaurant on site as well. So I ordered a lovely Mediterranean salad for dinner, so I don't have to think about cooking. And I got a wine tasting, a little wine flight of 4. I like the fruity wines. I don't really drink much, so it's a splurge when I do a wine tasting. So I got some of the fruity wines. I'm currently drinking their Winnie Wonka, which is a semi-sweet cocoa-infused wine, and it's delicious. You definitely taste the chocolate come through. But I am staying here for one night on my way through, and I'm really excited about staying with the Harvest Host. And if you're not familiar with the Harvest Host program, so how it works is you pay an annual fee. You can do Harvest Host, or you can combine it with Boondockers Welcome, which is what I did. And you get free night stays across the US. They have thousands of locations, and they're usually at a winery, brewery, maybe like an alpaca farm, or other like cool points of interest. And Boondockers Welcome, you might just be on someone's property or even in their driveway. But it's a free night stay. You get one night for sure included in your membership, and most hosts provide up to 5 additional nights, either for free or for a minimal fee. And here I also have full 30 amp hookups, and I paid $7 to have my electrical hookup, which I felt was important because it is still pretty cool. It's getting down to the upper 30s at night, so I have my heat going and everything going in the camper. But I am literally in the middle of the country in Decorah. I'm in the middle of a cornfield at this beautiful winery, and looking forward to my dinner and my little flight of wine, and I'll report back later. Good morning from Iowa. Day 2. Chicagoland. Last night I stayed in Bartlett, Illinois, just outside Chicago. I was pretty proud of myself. I hopped on the interstate for the very first time yesterday. I went back roads from Iowa through Wisconsin down to Illinois, and then when I got to Rockford, Illinois, I made the decision to hop on I-90 and drove about 60 miles on I-90 into the greater Chicago area. So Bartlett is just west of the city, and I just stayed in the right lane with the truckers and took it slow, and it was great. She pulls easily. I'm still getting used to like the blind spot, especially on the passenger side, like figuring out where the other car is in relation to Winnie's bumper. So that'll come over time, but just getting that figured out. So I made it onto the interstate. I did good. But last night we spent another night at a Harvest Host, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. So we are staying at a Harvest Host. The Wellness Center right here owns this property and has it as a Harvest Host. And they just say park anywhere, wherever it's most level. And then I'm gonna show you right over there is the metro station, and this is the metro track and the metro parking lot. So I was a little skeptical last night, but I slept great. It went well. But here's Winnie. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna show, but can you see how steep of an angle the driveway was right here? Maybe if I pan over to the building, you can see. But there was a pretty steep incline, and then I got to the most level spot of the parking lot that I could find. And Winnie's tail, Betty's tail end is up pretty high. She's doing a pretty big down dog. But I got my chocks in place. I got my stabilizers down and everything, so we're all good. But we actually had a really great night. You can hear the metro come by every half hour, but it woke me up right away at 6 this morning, but then I was able to fall right back asleep. And I really didn't hear any of the cars out here. I thought that would actually be what woke me up, hearing like cars coming and going and doors closing. But I really slept pretty well. And we're gonna stay another night here as well. My college roommate, he lives here in Bartlett, so I'm gonna spend one more night here. I'm gonna have a work day today and get a bunch of work done. Since I have Wi-Fi, I can go to her house and do some work. So one more night here. Good morning. It's day 4. I spent a second night here at the Harvest House in Bartlett, Illinois. And I had a joiner late last night. Somebody else pulled in the lot as well. It's kind of early. It's about 7. But I'm up early. I actually forgot my phone in my friend's car last night. So I'm gonna walk over to the coffee shop where I get Wi-Fi and send her a message on my computer. But I wanted to just kind of show you guys how I leveled Winnie here in this parking lot, because I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there's a pretty significant slope, and then I'm on kind of the most level part of the lot that there is. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of show you how I dealt with this. So first of all, front to back, she was really unlevel. She was leaning way down, so I had to bring the tongue jack up to bring the front end of the camper up. So I've got my block, I brought the tongue jack up. You can see I brought her up a couple inches. Betty is about as high as she could go without actually starting to lift her tires. So then we put the stabilizers down. I wouldn't normally do the stabilizers on a single night or two when I leave myself hitched, but because I have Winnie up so high, the more points of contact on the ground, the better. And then I put my chocks under my tires, which is always just a really good idea. No matter where you are, you should put your chocks under the tires. But you do need to get mostly level in order to put your slide out, because otherwise you can cause issues with your slide. So I got her as level as I could. I also had to put some leveling blocks under her on the right side because she was a little lower on the right than the left. So I brought her up about an inch with these leveling blocks to get her left to right. Which she's pretty level left to right now, but front to back she's still a little tongue down, even with everything lifted up as high as I could get it. That I have been using Harvest Hosts so far on this trip for both of my, well, all 3 nights. And Harvest Host, you pay a one-time annual fee, and then you get a free night at Harvest Hosts across the country. There's thousands of Harvest Hosts. They can be at a winery like I was at the other night. It can be like a wellness center parking lot like I'm at right now. It could be like maybe an alpaca farm, a brewery. Tonight I'm going to be staying at the city tourism parking lot. So lots of options for an overnight. A lot of them also offer up to 4 additional nights for a small fee, and a lot of them now have electric and water hookups for a small fee. So my first night at the winery, I paid $7 to have an electric hookup, and right now I'm out of water and I need to dump. So that's a priority today on my drive, to find a dump site and be able to fill up my fresh water. But Harvest Host is a great way to spend those overnights in between destinations. And also you can go onto their website or on their app and you're able to filter by, say you need electric hookups or water. You can filter by that and it'll only bring up Harvest Hosts or additional nights is the other filter. So it'll bring up Harvest Hosts that match those criteria. So pretty super functional website and app. It also shows dump sites. The dump sites I'm finding aren't quite as accurate because it's just random. People can enter that information, but it's a helpful starting point. And right now, Harvest Host is having their 30% off sale. So it is a great time to join if it's something you've been thinking of. So from November 1st to January 1st, they have 30% off their annual membership. And I also combine my Harvest Host with a Boondockers Welcome, which is pretty much the same thing, except you're usually staying on someone's property or even in their driveway. So it's a great way to start meeting other people. It's a great way to have really affordable overnights and potentially have hookups for a super low cost on those overnights as well. So check out Harvest Host. I got my link below in the video, and you can check them out and sign up now with that 30% off and save some money. And check them out. I think you'll be very happy and pleasantly surprised. It's a pretty affordable way to spend some overnights. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Today I officially will start Route 66. So watch for my very first season 1 of my travel videos. And be sure to give this video a like, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Those interactions really help YouTube push this video out into the algorithm. So a like can go a long way, and it's a free way to help support this channel. I also have a Patreon membership listed below this video if you're interested in supporting my channel further. And hit the subscribe button as well and follow along and be notified when I put out new content. But most of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Thanks, everyone.